Okay, we're back on the FF18 project. The bad engine is out. We're going to try something different. We have a two-cylinder liquid-cooled Honda engine, which we got hanging on the hook here. We're going to attempt to put that in there. We're just at the planning stages now. We're going to see if it'll fit in there. Yikes.
Radiator's hitting.
Radiator's hitting.
Yep. One for me if I unhook the radiator.
Well, the radiator can be raised up, right?
Yeah.
Has a water pump and everything. Okay. So it looks like it might be. What about the fan though? Is that mounted right on the engine or is that?
Yeah, that's bolted right to the crankshaft.
No, that might be a problem then.
Well, let's pull it out, drain the radiator,
I was gonna say we could.
take it out and see.
The front end mounts back there, so this panel here, you could extend it out just a little if you needed to, right? It bolts in. We need to make a little extension. The only thing is the foot.
But focus here. That's cup shape too.
Well, as you can see, we got some issues to try to figure out, so we'll keep you updated. Well, we determined that the bottom of the engine sticks down on that, and it would be in the way the drain plugged and things didn't line up good, so we're going to use, this is part of the original framework from that engine. We saved it for the motor mounts, so we got to remove anything that sticks down below this rail. So this and this, that and that's got to go. Oh, and these in the front.
The hood mounts.
And then this width here matches right up with the width of this. So we're thinking that it's going to be doable. We just got to use part of this original frame because the oil pan sticks down and this is all flat here. So we're going to get this prepared. Well, went to cut those brackets off of there with a plasma cutter and she wasn't working. Worked fine when I used it last time and shut her down. The air solenoid decided it wasn't going to work anymore. This is the original. Well, I had this 24 volt. I had a 24 volt solenoid, but there wasn't no way it was going to fit in there. And probably, this one will probably last a lot longer than this one. So she's on the outside, but it works. So we're back in business 2 hours later. Okay, we got it mocked up. We think that's where it's going to set. We think this is going to work okay here. We'll probably have to drill a hole for the drain thing, going to be really close. And we're not going to be able to use this frame after all that work because the drain plug for the engine hits on the steering mechanism in the bottom. And like you say, it's going to be really close there. We might have to take just a whisker out of there. We got lots of height. We had the hood set in place temporary to make sure. And by raising it up a little extra, we got to have 5 inches, and this is only like 3.5 or something. We got a 2x4 stuck in there, temporary. So we're gonna make some. I got some 5-inch channel iron. We're gonna make new mount for here. So that's where we're at this point. Okay, I got the adapter made, piece of steel, 3 bolts in the flywheel, and these are recessed. And there's a ridge along there that centers it, and then this hole here centers the drive shaft. And then these 2 bolts are where the drive shaft bolts on. So we got that part done. Test fit and stuff, we decided we wanted to set the hood and stuff on. We got it in place, nothing's bolted in yet. Drive shaft's hooked up, temporary. We got clearance up here on the radiator, we got clearance on the top of the engine. Got lots of room over here to work on stuff. And the original muffler's going to work okay. We might have to just put a little bit of a 90 on here to keep the exhaust from going up in the hood. So, making progress. Okay, working on the last 2 motor mounts, 5-inch channel iron. We got the holes drilled and tapped for the engine mounts, and this is where it mounts to the tractor frame. We're drilling that for 3/8/16 bolts. Okay, got 2 more holes to go. The piece that goes on the front of the tractor, the radiator will be back here. We need a little clearance for the radiator, so I cut this off with a saber saw, the majority of it. Now I'm just going to make it look pretty and get it nice and straight with a milling machine. Not sure how it's going to work, it's kind of precarious. It's a pretty heavy piece, so we'll just have to be careful, I think. Wish us luck. Right, well, we got her done. It's fairly straight, but right over here, apparently something happened vibration-wise, and we got just a little dip right there. So, other than that, come out pretty good. Took a while because of the vibration. Had to take a little cut. Okay, got her over to the tractor. We're going to see how she turned out. There she goes. It's nice. We got just about a finger width in there, so just moves around a little bit. We got clearance. We still got a lip there, so I think we should be strong enough. This radiator drain is right where we got a bolt. So we may have to modify the radiator drain. And this bolt will currently have to use a carriage bolt. I'll have to see if I got a square broach that I can put a square hole in there, and then you can just put a carriage bolt in there. Alright, making progress. Engine back out. Oh, we determined that we don't need to do anything with that front piece. There is clearance for the bolt. So this is what the engine mounts look like bolted in. See, they lined right up with the frame here nicely. And we're going to try to relocate that oil cooler now. And we're thinking if we mount it down here on this plate, there's room there, and the airflow from the engine going under the engine should be adequate to cool that. And the air on the bottom should be the coolest air, because the cool part of the radiator is at the bottom, so we're thinking that should work out good. Okay, we got the oil cooler mounted. It's right up underneath the front now. Back here we could not find a spot where everything would work out. And this is going to work good because it's a lot closer to the airflow from the fan. So that worked out good. All the motor mounts are in place. We got this rod for the hydraulic back in place. It clears everything. Front brackets are back on for the attachments. And we think maybe this will be the 57th and last time that we lower that down in there. Got the engine all mounted in there, drive shafts hooked up. Now we're going to put we got to figure out the fuel pump. I think we're going to mount it right there. It's got clearance all around it. You can still get at the starter and the oil filter. And that side cover goes on right here, so we're going to use a countersunk screw. So we're going to go for that next. The fuel pump mounted, and took a little while to get the choke and the throttle cables done. You had to make a bracket here to hold the choke. Originally this engine, you went full throttle, then you went a little bit more and it choked it, but there isn't enough movement on the control on this tractor. It had a separate choke, so we got a separate choke again. And then we had to replace this cable because the other one was a little bit short. So slowly but surely she's coming. Okay, we got the wiring harness just temporarily hooked up, laying on the floor over there, and getting the battery hooked up. We want to just see it run, make sure everything is going to stay put, and you know, just give it a shakedown run. So
Ready?
thing always fires right up right away. Like she passed the first shakedown run. Alright, I missed a day's worth of work here. Grant got quite a bit done. Got the muffler shield on. Got all the wiring done. Used the original Honda wiring. That's the expansion bottle. All the relays and stuff are mounted on the original Honda bracket, the fuse panel. we found a spot for everything. Let's see, on this side, everything is accessible. Fuel pump. Got clearance down there for the drive shaft to the back. Got the battery box back in. Got the original ammeter hooked up. Used the original Honda key switch. And oh, we do have a couple of lights. I got a little red jeweled light we're going to put in here. And the hood does shut nicely. So now we got a couple of used tires that were free on Marketplace. We're going to get them on the back and see if we can get a front tire to hold enough air. Take it for a ride maybe here pretty quick. Give it a little test run. Yeah, they're a little rusty and crusty. Well, the rim looks better than we thought. All that really nasty looking rust, I think, was some of that Fix-A-Flat or slime stuff or something that had just turned into, I don't know, almost looks like
Fabric.
cloth or fabric or something. But all cleaned off of there nice, so I think we're in better shape than we thought. Got the tires on. We got air in the front tires. We're good for a couple of minutes. See if it works. Ran out of gas. Guess we didn't put much in it. I'll get some. Got some gas in it. New driver just got home from school, so he's gonna try it.
Tires on the flat.
Should have put some air in it while it's up there. Have to take her up and try her on a pulling sled. I'm watching him instead of my viewfinder. Sorry guys.
Not quieter than the brakes and scramble.
See how the governor does going up that knoll. Didn't even phase it.
You know, with a flat tire.
It was in low range before. Apparently none of that grease got on that front tire. You can hear it squeaking, yeah. She sounds good. We'll call this one a video. If you enjoyed her, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do. See you next time. But who knows, there might be more to this video. You know how I do. We'll wait till he's out of sight. Alright, there you go. Not sure how this is going to work with this wet grass. We wanted to try it though. Wet grass doesn't bother it. A little bit, it's just slipping.